Hey, what's going on, guys? Just figured I'd do another video here. In this video I'm going to be doing yet another system build. It's going to be an AMD Athlon II base system. The motherboard is going to be a 760GM P34FX micro-ATX motherboard by MSI. Can't see that, but it's right there. Anyway, and the power supply is going to be a Corsair CX430. Non-modular power supply. The CX series isn't modular as far as I'm aware of. For the memory, we're going to be using Mushkin Essentials 8GB kit here. It's 4GB per stick. For the CD-ROM drive, we're going to be using an LG CD DVD burner with M-Disk capability. And for the hard drive, it's a Western Digital Caviar Blue 250GB SATA 3 hard drive. And also, certainly last but not least, the case is a Zalman Z9 Plus mid-tower ATX compatible case. So let me get everything set up and we'll get started. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and install the processor. Now what you want to do, and you probably can't see it in the video, is you want to make sure you line up the processor with the triangle, which is actually down here, right here. You can't see it in the video, I'm sure, but basically you probably won't be able to see this either, but yeah, it's out of focus. But see that little gold triangle right there in the corner? That's what you want to make sure it lines up with. Basically, you take your little lever though, take your lever, you pull it up, let's unlock it, just like that. Take your processor, kind of get it in the general vicinity there, and then it should just drop right into place. There's no force required as long as the board doesn't move on you. There we go. Yeah, there it goes. Sometimes they're tricky to get in. It's you know, just you don't want to press on. That's the last thing you want to do. You can move it on the socket because I'm pretty sure that the weight of the processor won't really bend it unless, of course, it gets stuck in some odd way. But if it drops in, you're good. you don't have any bent pins. If it doesn't drop in, then you have a problem right there. So yeah. So then what you do is, you don't necessarily have to do this, but I usually just place my finger on it and just put it down. Unlock the lever. I actually don't put any force on the processor. I just put my finger there, so that way, you know, just in case it feels like trying to get out, you know, it can't do that. So then, what you do is you take the heatsink, and you want to make sure that you have. It's not like critical, but you want to make sure that your CPU plug is actually next to the actual header on the board. So let's see, I'm going to put it like this. It's not necessarily that critical because, as you can, well, there you go. You can see it's pretty long, so yeah. It's right there, so yeah, it's pretty long. So then you just make sure it's unlocked. Usually they come, yeah, they usually come unlocked. Or not unlocked, they come, you know what I mean, the brackets in the unlocked position, so that way you can put it on. And the best thing to do is usually to get the other one on first. Just place it down the processor gently, and then you just try to get it on there. They're usually pretty tricky to get on there. You guys probably can't see that so well, and I apologize. And the board isn't helping because it keeps sliding on the box. That's why you probably should do this on a case, but yeah. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it. Wrong way. And bring the board up a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. You guys probably can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to give you guys somewhat of an idea of what's going on. My phone just scared me. That's not really cool. I'm going to stop that because that's going to get really annoying. I don't need something scaring me when I'm trying to do this, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, as I was, of course it didn't load it. Sorry about that, guys. My phone was going off for the email, but anyway, so just kind of get this situated, and it should, it's supposed to go on there, but you know, they're tricky. That hurt. Got my finger caught on the little anti-start wrist strap thing going in there. Alright guys, I'm going to do what I did in the last system build I did. I'm going to do this off camera. This is just taking way too long. I don't want you guys to have to sit through that, so just give me a minute and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so as you can see I got the heatsink and fan installed here. Got it plugged into the CPU fan header this time. If you guys have watched my last video, you'll see what I'm talking about. I made sure this time it was the right one, even though it's not, you know, it's close to the CPU, but it's not as close as they used to be, I guess. But now I'm going to go ahead and install the Mushkin memory. Memory is pretty self-explanatory. You just line up the notches, and I mean, a lot of this is self-explanatory, you know. Just do what you gotta do, and try not to drop stuff. Almost dropped the memory out of the slots there, but this board supports up to 16 gigs of RAM, and we're using 8, so we're using about half that. You guys can see that. Hold on, let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Reposition you. Hold on a minute. I know this is totally unprofessional of when you're doing a video, but yeah, what can you do? So, just line up these little notches pretty much with the notches on the slot. You can see them. Probably just there. You go. You can see them now when I get my fat head out of the way. So yeah, not that I really have a fat head. It's just kind of big. Anyway, moving on. So, just line them up, which they are lined up. You just seat the RAM in just like so, and then you press down on one side, press down on the other, and they're supposed to click, but sometimes they don't when they're new, and you know. But yeah, there we go. I'll take memory out of there. Yeah, this is just basic Mushkin memory. It's nothing too spectacular. It's not like crazy like speeds or anything like that. I think it's only 1333 if I remember correctly. There we go. That side's in, that side's in. Okay, so there we go. And now all I gotta do is install this in the case. So let me get the case prepped and I will be right back. Alright guys, as you can see I got the motherboard installed. Had a little bit of issues getting it installed because, well, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I don't know if I can find one. Yeah, sorry about the camera shake there. Let's see. There we go. You know, kind of can't, well, if it focus would be nice, but anyway, so yeah, that's why the black screws in a black case, and I kept dropping them, and you know, yeah, it's not fun. Well, at least that part isn't. But so still gotta do the power supply. I was trying to make this kind of a tutorial video, but then again, I do have my last system build was kind of more of a tutorial video, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. For those of you looking for stuff like that, well, you can check out my other video if you want, or you can just, you know, search tutorial videos on YouTube and you'll find them. But I figured I'd just make a video for you guys since I haven't made one in probably a good few weeks. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the power supply installed and do some cable management, and I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, so as you can see I've got the cable management pretty much done. It looks like a complete rat's nest back here, but no one's going to see it, so I'm not too concerned about it. I didn't actually have to use zip ties this time because actually the side panel does close without too much effort at all. That's one thing I can say about this case. It's decent. The only thing that I do have a gripe about besides the fact that I'm missing a side panel screw, is the fact if you look right here, I don't know about you guys, but that hole seems a little bit too small for a 4+8 pin for a CPU power connector, especially with the board in the way. Managed to get it through, but nevertheless, it was pretty difficult. But as you can see, it's pretty relatively tight. I haven't hooked up any of the power LEDs or power switches or reset switches yet. I haven't even got a hard drive or an optical drive installed yet. Just taking my time. But alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will get back with you guys. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got everything hooked up. Got the data hooked up, and the power hooked up, and all the front panel connectors hooked up, USB, and the hard drive LED and power LED and all that good stuff. Hard drive's installed. Power supply obviously is installed. Optical drive is installed, and now it's time for the first power up. Just so you guys know, if you're buying this case for the first time, make sure you I mean, I couldn't find it in the manual. It's probably there, it's just me. It's been one hell of a build. It's been a little frustrating for me, but nevertheless. The front panel does come off, but there is wires that you have to plug in for your power switch, so keep that in mind. So yeah, that being said, this is going to be the first power up, so here we go. Yeah. It's actually a very quiet system, at least for now anyway. See if I can get it to go into the BIOS here. BIOS, there we go. This is entering setup, so that's good. Still got to install Windows on this, guys, so let me go ahead and do that, and well, I'll get back with you guys. Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, to add the frustration, I think the hard drive is defective in here, because, well, you guys be the judge. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Yeah, it's not too happy. And to make matters worse, well, not really make matters worse, but to I guess, put salt in the wound, this is what I get once the computer decides to cooperate. It's taking so long because it's trying to figure out what's going on with the hard drive. It's like, okay, so are you gonna cooperate? Are you gonna do anything? Because I'm still waiting for you. I mean, come on, man. So it's looking at it right now, as you can see. Oh, got to the BIOS. That's a first. Before, it kept telling me there was a hard drive failure. Not sure if I would recommend using this or not. I might call Western Digital just to be safe. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I will be right back. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I just got off the phone with Western Digital, and they told me that I should, you know, since I'm within my return policy for Newegg, they told me that it would probably be quicker to get a replacement from Newegg. So I went ahead and did that, and as you can see here, I've got my hard drive all packed up and ready to go. Unfortunately, it's now 12 in the morning, so well, the next day it's on the 19th of June. So yeah, can't do it till tomorrow. So yeah, I'll have to do that tomorrow, and then when I get the hard drive back, I will finish this build, get Windows installed, and then I will see you guys then. Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, we had a little bit of a change of plans here. The person that I'm building this computer for, they didn't feel like waiting a week to have a hard drive shipped back to me, so they ended up picking up a 320 gig Western Digital Caviar Blue. So I'm just going to be getting refunded for that drive instead of having it replaced. So I did make some progress though, since we've well, since the last segment anyway. Obviously, I got a drive going on, got Windows installed. Haven't installed any drivers or anything yet, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me do that, and I will get back with you guys with a finished product. Hey, what's going on, guys? So here's the finished product. I'm just doing a optimize with the hard drive there, just to make sure everything is good. So running pretty good. Hard drive's doing well. I had an issue with the front USB ports. It was my fault because I didn't have them plugged in all the way. If you guys know what a USB header looks like, there's 4 pins on the bottom and 4 pins on the top of the header, and I had basically half of the plug plugged in. So if you can look in there, you probably can. You can kind of see them. So yeah, just imagine one of those headers. You can see the pins on the top. Just imagine that. That's what it looked like. I was like, oh man. So anyway, long story short, I managed to fix that. So it's doing pretty good. Hopefully, the person that I'm building this for will actually enjoy it and get a good long life out of it, because it's built with decent components, and it's not an E-machine that has a really crappy power supply in it, which is again sitting back there. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a good day.